Welcome back to Keeping It Real, and this is Mr. Riggs, also known as Real as It Gets. And I just had to come back, and there was something else that just bothered me about a friend of mine. Um, a friend of mine just came to me and informed me that they were HIV positive. Now, this friend stated that since I was such a close friend to them, that they were afraid I wouldn't accept them for who they are. And the reason why I brought this, I'm sorry, the reason why I'm bringing this to their attention, they'll actually see this, is because forget it. If someone doesn't like you for who you are, they're not your friend. I'm not going anywhere. You're one of my dearest friends. This is what's wrong with the world today. Everyone's always worrying about what someone else is doing. And then there's so much hatred in this world. It's pathetic. You're bringing up kids, these days. I have my students in the class picking at each other because one has on a pair of Jordans and the other one has on um, whatever shoes from Payless. But the one with the shoes from Payless is the one that's making the honor roll, and the one that his parents is buying him everything he wants. He's very disrespectful, and he's not doing anything in school and making bad grades. My thing is, be who you are. Everyone has someone talking about them. The rich talk about the poor talk about the rich, black talking about white people talk about everyone else. You have, and no, I didn't mean it like that, but you know where I'm coming from. I'm just passionate about this, and I'm so pissed. You have Puerto Ricans that don't like Mexicans. You have um, in the Chinese community or Asian community, you have Asians that don't like Hmongs. You have um, gays that don't like straight people that don't like gay people. You have um, black women who don't like white women who are dating black men, and then you have white women that don't like black women for dating white men. You have, and I don't even know if I said Puerto Ricans that don't like Mexicans. You don't. I mean, there's another thing in the gay community where you have the DL people that don't like. I'm sorry. Yeah, the DL people that don't like feminine acting people, and um, you have the people who are out don't like DL people. You have rich that don't like the poor. It's just ridiculous. Be who you are. The world will be a better place. I don't understand why everyone wants to know how much money someone has in the bank. Who is he dating, or who is she dating? Who is she sleeping with? Who is he sleeping with? You know, your child's wearing this, but I think my child is better because he's dressing better. My child has good hair. My child has curly hair. Yours don't. My child is light skinned. Yours isn't. Who cares? Who cares? You know, Kids these days picking on each other, because of, certain ailments. You have the able bodied people here in America, which is so sad, put our handicapped individuals and my mentally and physically, handicapped slash disabled people on the back burner. It's ridiculous. We need to come up. You know, this is America. you know I also work into nursing, and I work a second job at 11 to 7, and I have a patient who has cerebral palsy, and it just baffles me at times. If he's part of my family, he's been my patient for 6 years, he's part of my family, different races, I'm part of his family, he's part of mine, doesn't matter, I love him to death, he's like a brother to me. So we can be out in the public and people just shun and look like, oh my God, I can't eat around him because, you know, he's handicapped. Or, oh my God, I'm about to throw up because he's slobbering. When you have to think about it, those type of things you did also when you were a child. You can control those things. Don't knock people because they're handicapped. Don't show those type of emotions. If you physically get ill or something like that, don't show it so people can see it. They have feelings also. Just because he has cerebral palsy doesn't mean that he's totally out of it. He's not in his right mind. He's very smart. He went to college. You know, he's educated. I'm just his arms and his legs and sometimes his mouth. You know, just be, oh, another one. Skinny people hating fat people. Now you have, oh, I'm sorry, let me be politically correct. You have skinny people hating obese people, and now there's a turnaround. There's obese people that hate people for being skinny. You know, I don't understand where that comes from. It's just hate. Just leave it alone. We'll be, a much loving community in a whole. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it, and especially we need to teach our young people, let it go.